And we're back here at Bucyrus High School with Coach's Corner West. And again, we mentioned in the first segment with the wrestling team, it's a new format for us. We used to do this, we did it for 30 years out at Pizza Hut. And now we've decided that Pizza Hut's going to come here. You guys will still get your pizza. It'll just be delivered instead of you having to drive out there to do the show. And one thing I didn't mention in the first segment, we're here in front of the beautiful Bucyrus mosaic right outside the library. So AD Matt McKeever decided this was a good location, and I didn't disagree with him. We had several options, but we thought we'd try this out and see how it worked. It should work pretty good for us. We want to remind everybody, once again, that we're brought to you in part by Rob Lust at Edgefield Animal Clinic in Marion, Matt Ramsey, John Ziegler, Drew Young, Frank Heinlein Associates at Bucyrus Blades, and Roger Brown at Winks Lock and Safe. We have with us cheerleader advisor and I guess coach, Kim Boyd. Mm-hmm. Welcome to the show. You. And I know in the past, cheerleaders didn't always get to go to the show very often, but I think you're going to be in the mix a little bit. For the folks that are watching, we're going to have, in the new format, we go to each school and do 3 sports at that school. So we're at Bucyrus once every 3 weeks, Winford once every 3 weeks, Buckeye once every 3 weeks with 3 sports at that school. So I think you may get some more opportunities to be part of the show, and we really appreciate it. And for the folks that are watching, tell us a little bit about cheerleading. You know, people probably in past years have thought cheerleading, it's not such a big deal. It is a pretty big deal, isn't it?
It is a big deal. We practice just like everybody else practices. They're in the weight room at least once a week. There is a lot of stuff that we do mainly in the summer. So we kind of have 3 seasons. We have summer, and then football season, and basketball season. Mm-hmm. So our preparation starts in June. Mm-hmm. And we attend a camp every year at Bowling Green. And they've taught us a lot of things, and I think that it's brought Bucyrus cheerleaders to a different level than what it was. And it's, you know, that the fact that these girls are willing to work and do that kind of effort and what it takes to get there.
Well, just like any other sport, you have to have some athletic ability.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. You're not just a bookworm that's sitting in the library.
Yep.
You have to be.
Yeah. We no longer just sit and braid people's hair.
And that's kind of the concept,
yep.
probably, that has been in many people's minds over the years, that cheerleading's now a sport.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they, like, the girls participated, most of them, participated in the Powder Puff football game in the fall. And I have to say that when the announcers were announcing, like, who was scoring touchdowns, who was carrying the ball, who were getting the tackles, it was the cheerleaders that were doing that. So good job, girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you have a pretty good crew here. You know, it's not like you're lacking for cheerleaders. Now, these are both varsity and JV, correct? Or you.
Right now, we're just high school cheerleaders, so we're working that way. We will split and do some different. There'll be some that cheer JV and some that cheer varsity. The first game we just all cheered varsity. It's just easier to kind of keep everybody at the same level than it is to kind of split and have 2 different levels. Okay. So, but I see the need for both to cheer both. So
you have to have cheerleaders at both games, and so someone's going to do that.
Yep.
Yeah. So you've been the advisor how long?
This is my 5th year.
5th year
as head coach. Yeah.
Okay, but you were on the staff even before.
Just a year before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I knew you had been around a little while. So
yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to get to the girls now a little bit.
Okay.
But this is what keeps us on the air right here.
Mm-hmm.
We're brought to you in part by Lee Plymel at the Plymel Insurance Group in Bucyrus and Gallion, Hannah Newton at Wendy's, Bucyrus and Upper Sandusky, North Central State College Mansfield, and the Crawford Success Center in Bucyrus. So you want the girls to introduce themselves, is that what you said? And kind of
That's
tell
fine.
us a little bit about themselves?
Sure. This is assistant coach, Kelsey May.
Okay.
This is her first year
All right.
helping us out. Yeah, she cheered here at Bucyrus, so she's
Okay, so she's got roots here.
got roots here.
Yes.
Yep,
Okay, good. That's what you want. You want returning people who have that,
yep,
not the new people, coaches or teachers and new teachers and whatever being involved, that's not a bad thing either.
Right.
But when you get people who were here, been in the system to come back, that's always a good thing, I think, for any sport.
absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Well, welcome to the show.
Yep.
Okay, so we're just gonna go down the line here?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm Adriana Clark. I'm a senior. I've been cheering since my sophomore year, and it's been varsity the entire time. I'm an All-American cheerleader, and I won first place jump competition at the Browers Festival. I played tennis, and I also do softball.
I'm Lily Pfeiffer. I'm a junior. I've been cheering since middle school. Other than cheer, I participate in marching band, pep band, cross country, and track.
I'm Savannah Lewis. I'm a junior. I've been cheering since 6th grade. I cheer football and basketball season. And this summer I received the All-American Award.
I'm Abigail Stewart Bartow. I've been cheering. I did mini cheer since kindergarten, and then varsity since sophomore year. And I'm an All-American cheerleader. And
I'm Madison Kent. I'm a freshman. I've been doing cheer since mini cheer. I'm an All-American cheerleader.
I'm Lexi Farmlot, and I've been doing school cheer since middle school. And I'm in 9th grade. I'm a freshman. And the other sports I do is competition cheer and track.
I'm Ella Green, and I'm a freshman, and I've done cheer since mini cheer, and I do track. I'm Mackenzie Rowland. I'm a freshman, and I've been doing cheer since Red Machine, and I have been enjoying this season so far.
Okay, good job, girls. And I noticed that just about all of them are involved in other things.
Yeah, makes it kind of rough working around
Yeah.
practice schedules, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good for the school,
it is good for the school.
because at schools this size, if you're at Tiffin Columbian or somewhere where they've got, 300 students in a class, you can get away with specializing. But here, the good kids, the good athletes, the good students have to participate in multiple things.
Yeah,
So-
true.
So that's great.
So yeah, on top of all their other athletics, there's also, players and the play and, all the other things that they do besides.
Well,
clubs.
explain to me, and one of the girls can do this if you want to. Several of them mentioned they were All-American cheerleaders. Tell the audience what that means.
Do you want to?
Sure.
Okay.
So, at UCA camp over the summer, we have like 3 days, 2, 3. It's basically over the weekend. We learn a chant, cheer, and a dance. And during the UCA camp, we have to change the cheer, chant, and dance, and then we have to learn it all over again just for the All-American Cheerleading Association. But basically, you win an award if you get selected out of 5 people. This year, we had 3 people win. We had Savannah, Addie, and myself, and then Abby last year won. But overall, it's just out of skill and confidence.
There is approximately, I'm going to say 175 girls at camp, and coaches, Kelsey didn't go to camp. The other coach and I that went to camp decided, were there 5 of you that tried out this year?
Mm-hmm.
5. So they said, your school can pick 5. It's all the schools that were there. There were roughly, I'm going to say 15 schools, 175 girls. So we each had to pick 5 of our top cheerleaders. They learned a routine, and then they had to present their routine in front of a panel of judges and the entire camp of their peers. And then out of those approximately 40, 50 girls. They took like the top 20. And little Bucyrus had 3 that made the All-American team, which is huge. I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big deal, so.
I think, were we like the only school that had 3 out of 5?
I think so.
Because the rest of them were 2.
Yes.
And we were the smallest, and we
Yeah.
had the most girls make it.
Wow.
One of the most awards too, right?
Yeah, we came home with a lot of awards this year. So they teach you dance to everyone, and then you could break down into your school. You have a coach come and kind of teach you a different way to do it and break it down differently, and then you compete in front of everyone again. And for the dance on the first night, they got first place there, which is a big deal, because literally you have an hour to learn it and probably a half hour to relearn it, and then you're thrown in front of everybody.
Wow.
So, yeah,
You carried the Bucyrus banner proud.
we did.
Yeah, that's excellent, that's excellent. And as a Bucyrus grad, you guys don't remember this. We were the last graduating class from the old, what is now the grade school. So it's been a while ago. I remember Madison's grandmother, she was a couple of grades ahead of me in school. So, you know, I've got the Bucyrus blood running in my veins as well. So I appreciate it when you guys go out there and
Oh, yeah.
make us all proud.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get a couple of final comments from
Okay.
Coach, but first of all, we want to recognize our sponsors. Tabitha Smith and Associates at Waycraft Industries, Rod Steiger and Associates at Pizza Hut, Bucyrus and Galleon, the pizza provider for the Coaches Corner West and East shows, actually. Rod has been doing that for many years. And we used to have the show there. You guys are still going to get your pizza. They're just bringing it out here. And the Burkhart family at Burkhart Farm Sales, your Case IH dealer on the Manette, New Winchester Road. So we talked about this a little bit the other night. In future shows, we're trying to make this a little different. We don't want this just always be a roundtable, because the next time we come, you're sitting here, you're going to tell me the same thing over and over again.
Right.
We don't want it to be that. So we're trying to get, so maybe one week you'll demonstrate a cheer for us, or maybe one week you'll show us a film of a game or of the All-American Cheer Camp, or anything like that you guys want to include in the show. You can help create the show. It doesn't have to be me. I'm just the moderator. You guys are the show. People don't turn this thing on to see me. They're looking.
Well, one thing that we'll have to definitely do, I don't know this for sure, but I think we're the only school in the county and probably in a large area that actually stunt. And so we're really excited about that. And so we can definitely get some stunting things, and they can show you what they can do there.
Absolutely, yeah. And we can do like, I have a little bit of segment with the coach, but then we can use the other 2 segments to, do whatever kind of demonstrations or movies or films, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
So appreciate you guys coming out tonight, and enjoy your pizza afterwards.
All right, well, thank
It'll
you.
be here probably in about 10 minutes. So,
All right.
So and we want to again remind you that we're brought to you in part by Blythe Freely and Todd McDougall at Freely and Company Insurance in New Washington, Ted Coder at Monarch Body Shop, New Washington, and the Ohio State University at Marion, a Big Ten education close to home. So thank you, Coach Boyd, for coming out tonight, and we'll see you girls. I think Matt's got the schedule made out. There's 6 shows total from here, and I think he's got you on at least once more.
I think 2 times. I think 2 times.
Because it's between you, bowling, and
Yep.
and wrestling.
So I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good deal. Thanks.